How to register a new account. The first thing you're going to want to do is be sure that you have the referral number. The person who referred you will have given you a code. It's all digits, no periods, no dashes, and what it is a cell number that they will have provided you that includes the area code and the phone number itself. But again, it's strictly digits, no dashes, no dots. Be sure you have that available as you start the process. First thing you're going to want to do is go down underneath you can see there's a lot of Chinese characters. So we're going to want to change the language, go down to where it says language, click on that, select English, it'll change over, and now go up to the upper right corner where it says sign up. There's a plus token agreement that you need to read and sign. You've read the plus token user protocol and you agree, so you can go to the next step after you check the box. Okay, now here it's asking you for your phone number, and you're going to have to start with the country code. So where it says +86, you're going to have to change to the proper country code. In my case, it would be the United States, and you're going to put in the phone number. Okay, now you've got the country code and the phone number itself. Go to next step. Okay, this is basically an authentication puzzle, if you will. It looks fairly simple, but on Android I found that can be pretty frustrating. You need to move the dark blue circle over inside the pulsating circle here. We found that over time, once you move it over, you may have to hold it there, or in this case I just kind of swiped it over. Okay, now it's gone to the next step, so that's good. That made that simple. So what you're going to do here is put in two different passwords, a login password and also a transaction password. The login password obviously is to log yourself into your account, but the transaction password is used quite frequently. It needs to be different because it's the critical password that logs you in for any financial transaction. So let's put in and confirm that. Okay, now for the transaction password. My recommendation is to use something close to what the login password is, or something that's easy for you to remember, because you do not want to lose this. You want to write both these passwords down so that there's no chance of forgetting them, because otherwise you'll lock yourself out of your money. So type in and confirm. So now you've got a first password and a second password. The first one again is for logging in. The second one is called a transaction password. Be sure and write those down. Now it's asking for what it says here is referees and that it's required. What it's referring to is the referral number that I told you to be sure to write down, because this is the person who referred you to the program. Okay, now that you've done that, click the checkbox, and then you can click Sign Up. Okay, these are mnemonic words. They're going to have you put these in order. So what you want to do is you don't necessarily need to copy them exactly, but you do need to know what the first few letters are so that you can put them in the same order on the next page. So you can take a picture of these, you can write them down, just as long as you have at least the first few letters so you can put them in the same order. So now that you've got those copied down and you're ready, we're going to go to next step. And you're going to put, these are going to populate this open box up here. So you want to go to the first one, which started with NCT. So I'm going to click on that one. Notice it puts it in the what used to be an empty box. Now we're going to hit the drop down again. Look for the second one, which was A8. Okay. Now, you do not touch the confirm button until you're done with all 4 mnemonic pairs. Okay, let's hit the drop-down menu again. We've got the third pair, NCM. Okay, and now the last pair, which is 4QT. Okay, now that we have all 4 pairs in there of these mnemonic words, it's again to prove you're a human and to perform a little test to make sure that's the case. It's to protect you and your account. You'll click confirm. Okay, now what we have are the private keys. Absolutely critical for you to have these private keys. Now, there's two buttons here, one to copy the private key and one to save the image. We're gonna do both. We're gonna copy the private key and copy success. We're also gonna save an image, and that saved it successfully. Now, why did I want to copy that? Well, you may remember that I mentioned that there's usually three buttons at the bottom of your phone. One of them is the tile button. So what you can do is you can go to the bottom of the tile button and you can actually send a text message or an email message to yourself, so that you can capture that information, so if you ever need to use it, you've got it available so that you can copy and paste. So that's why you go through the process of copying and then emailing to yourself. Okay, so now you've tiled to get to, I've gone to Chrome to get create an email. So I'm going to create an email. Basically, in the body of that email, I'm going to paste, and there's the private key, and I'm going to send an email to myself. And then I'm going to print this off and store it someplace safe, so that I never have to worry if I can get into my account. Very critical. So we've got that ready. I've pasted it in there by pressing down on the screen. A paste pop-up comes up. I paste it in there so that I don't have to write all this down and risk a chance of a mistake. So with that said, we're going to send it. So we have a picture inside of our phone, and we also have an email that we've sent to ourselves. So be sure and do that. If you want to get back to the app itself, we hit the button that allows us to tile. Click on multi-languages, which is what the icon will be on your phone, and we're at this last step. So if we're at this step, we were able to go email. If there's a problem or a difficulty or anything like that, you can always come back, because this is the last step in the process. If we hit the home button, come back to the home page, and you can see here that there's an icon on Android that will say multi-languages, square black box with a red design in the middle that says plus token, but this is the icon where you will log into your account.